So hi everyone, hi everyone. It's me, Audrey Lane. Oh, I thank you guys. You talk about not ready, but ready. How are you both? So I have a little bit of just wanting to speak out on the truth. I don't know how it came to me. I was coming home today and I was saying, like how they always say truth or dare. But what are you daring for? Isn't God such a truth that you don't have to dare for anything? You dare not. I know for me, I dare not say that I don't trust Him. It's a wonderful thing now to know that I can trust Him. And how I say that is, wasn't that He wasn't trustworthy. I had issues with trust. He never did anything for me not to trust Him. It was me in my head from just actions of man and action of myself, action of, you know, like that accountability, which is still like man. So God never did anything to me not to trust Him. It was an issue of, I'm going to say me, common denominator. It started with me. It started with my childhood, like not being able to trust, you know, people, not to trust like places and things, and and hmm. To be honest with you, I wish that I studied more on it because I was sitting here looking up trust because I want to be honest. Why do I have those issues with trust? I'm still working on them with my therapist. Thank God for therapy. Thank God for therapy. Um, because I'm trying to get down to the bottom of some things. You know, I don't know how it came that, like, when did my trust get broken? When did I suffer in that issue of trust? So that I can know how to address it. However, I will say I am addressing trust issues because of the fact of, one, the willingness to deal with it. Whereas though before you couldn't get me to, we had to be willing to get down to the bottom of it. I just, okay, so let me read it. Why trust kind of stuck out, because y'all know on the Instagram side of the questions, the questions, basically, the questions and the answers. Um, I am discussing confidence for this week, and I may keep it at confidence for a while because this Monday was the first time I did it, and it was more of me talking and not actually having where you guys can answer back. So if you want to be a part of that discussion, make sure you guys follow the Instagram, which is oh my underscore Muffy. Because we're going to have that every Monday at 7 p.m. where we're going to be this month. It's always going to be some forms of questions. But this, I think I'm going to keep it for the month of confidence. So I looked up trust, and I'm going to read it because you guys know I told you I have the New Living Translation Bible, and one great thing in the back of it is it has accordance, like in a dictionary, where you can look up the words and it will tell you the definition and then where you can find it in the Bible. So that's a great, wonderful thing. So if we look up trust, an assured reliance on the character, ability, strength, or truth of someone or something. Hope, and then it says see, faith, which I thought was just wonderful, where you can then look up faith and belief. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to go a little bit more. So I go down because it breaks down trust again. And then it has another additional, breakdown for it. And it says a place, confidence, to place confidence or depend or commit or place in one's care or keeping, to rely on the truthfulness of accuracy. Also see belief in faith. And man, of course, I keep on going. So then we're going to have trustworthy, worthy of confidence, and dependable. So isn't it funny how in the midst of reading all of that, how dare, that's where the dare comes from. How dare we not trust him? Isn't his word so reliable? Look at it. Assured reliance on character. His character is awesome, amazing, never lie, always there, reign true. The ability, strength. We know he got strength. We know he got strength. He is the truth. He says the truth. And someone or something. He's someone. And he reigns true in everything. In everything. So then if we go to the second definition of it, to place confidence or depend. When I tell you the Bible is so loving, it is so, it will have you like, oh my goodness, I can really, really get it now. I can get him. And I find for myself, reading his word, it helps me identify who I am even more. And who I am to him. We have to read the Bible for what it is. But I'm not going to lie to you and say sometimes I don't place myself in something like, God, wow. Because you said you know every hair on my head. So you know every hair on Audrey Lane's head. Yeah. I place myself within the word. I'm not dishonoring his word. But if it's about him and I am made in his image, isn't it about me? That's the question. That's the question. I'm going to have to ask him. I may get the answer right away. I may not. But I am going to ask him. I'm asking you now, God. Please answer that for me. Now we go into trustworthy. Worthy of confidence, dependable. Man. I am going to actually probably put these three into the Instagram side as well, because I am looking up confidence. I am looking up the confidence, like where did our confidence break? Where did we lose trust? Where did we feel like, oh my goodness, because a lot of us, we do not answer. I can't speak for you, but I can tell you this. A lot of us are scared in ways of how to communicate. We don't know how to communicate because it's like, who do I make myself vulnerable to? Because I've been hurt so much. I don't know if I can trust this person. I don't know if I can trust going around that area. I don't know. So we build up all these walls and we don't want to talk to people because we are so afraid of being vulnerable and hurt. And one thing I am finding out, I can be vulnerable, but God breaks down all of these walls to me and tell me, you can trust me. I have your heart. I have your mind. You couldn't have told me a while ago. Let's just start because I actually started counseling like the end of December, and it was still a struggle because I was facing the fact of getting in it for years, and then just opened up. Even with everything that was going on, I still, I wanted counseling on my terms, because it was like, I'm going to tell my therapist what I just only want to tell you so I can mask and give you a fake version of me. You help the fakeness of Audrey Lane. You help that fake Audrey Lane. I'm gonna come to you like I'm good and only tell you things that happened, that day that was a little bit tough and rough for me. No. Man, I didn't even realize how it just opened me up, to be honest. Get in therapy, and I will tell you, like I had to do for myself, just keep going back. Just keep going back. And how about this? I love the fact that I can talk to my therapist and it don't get out. And I can talk to my therapist and he actually does give me help. I can talk to my therapist and I can feel relief. Man, and I can talk to my therapist because I talk about Jesus all the time with him. All the time with him. And I have moments in therapy that I'm like, all I had to do was really do this, sit here in my chair and talk. And how about you can be in therapy and it's like the one time where you get to talk about yourself and don't nobody say you all selfish. All you do is talk about yourself. That's what your therapist is there for you to talk about yourself and for you to get the things out. You start opening up and peeling back some layers in you. I'm finding out in therapy, I'm talking about things that I'm like, oh my God, I'm masked. I have never even brought this up again. I cannot believe I'm telling you this. But I'm so glad I am doing it. I'm so glad I'm doing it. And just watch over time just how different you will be. How you start valuing yourself. How you start relying and trusting yourself and even your relationships with other people. How for myself, how I started opening up to God more and more. He wanted this broken person. He wanted this broken all over the place. If I'm saying it, because I'm not embarrassed to say it, all over the place, can't do anything on her own, forgetful, never focused, all of the things that were negative. I want you. I need you to be all of that because I have you in special care. And when I tell you the vulnerability of me opening up and being in counseling and therapy, I actually got back my voice, a voice I've never even heard before. I was never really this calm. I had a mask. In certain areas, I would act a certain way. In this area, I would act a certain way. How about I am Audrey Lane everywhere I go? It's one of me. One of me. Everywhere I go. That's a great thing. I don't try to fit into people's arena. How about this? It feels really good and confident that I go places and I don't mind not being what we would say the smartest person in the room. I'm in areas that if you were to open up a book and read everything about me, why you with these people? You don't make enough money to be around them. Oh, you're not smart enough to be around them. You don't have that. You can't do that. That was insecurities and fear. And once I started dealing with these issues and saying, God, why do I have them? Oh, this is why I have them. I don't want them anymore. Thank you for showing me them, God. Thank you for showing me how to deal with them. Thank you for me increasing my faith and trust in you. And how about this? Now when I'm in a room with these people, I don't try to hide. I don't duck. I don't want to just be seen. I'll actually speak up and I am heard. And the crazy thing about it is, you won't even realize. Let's just take one incident. A millionaire, person has money. You would not even know someone else's story if you just looked at them and you just assume, have a perception of what you think their life is. Once you start being confident with yourself and you open up and you start talking to these people, you be like, wow, God used your brokenness and got you all the way where he needed you to be. God used your frailness and your timidness to get you here. And all I have to say is, all you have to do is have trust and faith in him. And he will send you in atmospheres that you used to be scared of. He will increase your lungs. He will have you where he needs you to be for him. He's getting you ready. He's gearing you up. Go to him. Come to him. And I tell you, come to him broken. All you have to do is open up your mouth and say, I don't know. God, I know you have something for me. I know you can use this craziness. I can't see it. But God, I give you my will. I want change. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to have where my mind is everywhere. You can use my brokenness, God. Even if I don't see it, you can use it for your glory. Help me. Help my unbelief, God. Help me. Grow me. Teach me you. Teach me me. And he will do that. He will do that. That's how loving he is. And go with all the conviction. Because if he is convicting you, that's his love saying, okay, let me break this off of you. You are above this. Stop keeping yourself in the underground. Yes, the underdog does win. But let me tell you how he does. He pushes forward even when it's hard, when it's rough. Jesus, thank you. You have to believe. You have to trust him. God is really there for you. We have the Holy Spirit at our disposal with us even now. Even now, you watching this. He's there now with you. He's inside of you, having your brain go and move and saying to you whatever needs to be said. I don't want to speak like I'm him. I'm not. But if you feel something in your heart and in your body, this shift, this movement that you're like, what is going on with me? That's the Holy Spirit. Ask him to press everything up out of you that is not him. Ask him to show you you and be okay and say, how do I go from here? So it's a song that I love. And it goes, I love the way you embrace broken people like me. Israel Houghton. And I do not own the rights to the song, but it's a wonderful thing. Let God use your brokenness. Remember, I always say, use what you have. And it was a song years ago. Use what you want to get. Use what you got to get what you want. I changed it. Use what you have to give God what he wants. Use everything. Use all of your brokenness. Use everything that you felt like, oh my God, I don't know how you're going to use this, guy. If he's telling you to use it, use it. Be obedient. He's going to guide you along the journey. He's going to be with you to turn you from things you don't need to do. Be obedient and listen. Be obedient and open up. I do this and I am scared. I would be lying to you to tell you I'm not. But I can no longer live in the dark and be frail and timid. I'm going to do this scared and all, because I know as long as God is speaking to me and I feel him in the core of my belly, I'm going to be obedient and do it. I don't need to know where it's going to go, how it's going to go. If he's telling me stop, I'll stop. If he tells me to go, I go. This trust is something. And for God to say, I trust you with yourself. He trusts all of this broken, frail, all over the place woman. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We have to embrace what you feel is just brokenness. God is going to make a work of art out of you. He definitely will. And don't just do it for the appearance of God. Do it for his presence. Oh, Jesus, thank you, God. God will embrace you. He loves you. He cares for you. Let him reign in you and do what needs to be done for him. It may be scary. You may not know what's going to happen, but God is working. He works even when we sleep. He doesn't sleep or slumber. He works nonstop. He has already planned everything out. He's just waiting on you. He's just waiting on you. Wait for nothing no more and go on and grow. Do it scared. Do it scared. He will send people your way to help you and guide you. And you'll know they're from him because you'll feel it. You'll feel his presence saying, this is what I have. He wants you to go out there and do it. And stay humble in the process. Stay obedient in the process. Stop looking at the world and what you want out of it. You don't want it. Remember, we are representing him. And he will have us. He's going to take care of us. He will provide. Keep praying to him. Keep talking with him. Before you know it, your storehouse will be overflowing, filled to the capacity of you digging another ditch for him to do another one, and another one, and another one. Keep on going. Keep on pressing. He loves you. He cares for you so much. He does. And be okay with the change. You're going to wake up one morning and won't be able to identify who you used to be, but then identify who you used to be, but with grateful eyes. I can't even really explain it to you. I thank God for my past. My past truly got me here to this present, to this moment right here. And all I can say is, God, I couldn't imagine it. And I can't even imagine what you're doing going forth with me. But I'm going to stay present in you. Stay in me. You do you in me, not me. So I thank you guys so much. I thank you for all of who you are and how you are growing. Keep on loving yourself. Keep on trusting God. Trust yourself. Remember what I said, because it's in the Bible. So remember what he said. Do it afraid. I got you. He doesn't say it in that format, but literally, if you want to hear it in the terms of that, do it afraid. He has you. He will never let you down. So you guys have a wonderful evening. I will be back on with you guys tomorrow. Good night. Bye now.